Leo, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Ava Sinclair. This is your rest of July 2024 reading. The energies have been lot of, been a lot more forgiving lately, so I'm interested to see what comes up for you. Let's go with the heart of your read. As I'm speaking about it, you got the star card here, healing, hope. It feels like there's hope here in the heart of your read. I don't know why you need so much hope, but it is coming up for you here, the grandchildren in the hoodoo deck. You've got the Empress and the Four of Swords on the split. This is fascinating energy to me. I don't always look here. I feel like what I'm getting from you, Leo, is something like, I don't care, I'm gonna do me. And it's not in a bad way or in a conceited way or in this way that you got like a chip on your shoulder. But it feels like I've tried everything else, I've done everything else, I have looked under all the other rocks, so to speak, in order to heal a particular situation or in order to understand a particular situation. And I've come to the end of my rope. Like there's not anything else for me to try to get or understand because everything that I've come to up until this point doesn't yield any answers. And in absence of those answers, I'm just going to do what makes me happy. Okay. So that's a really fascinating one. Let's see what's in your challenge position here. Challenge. The Hermit and the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles here in your challenge. We've got in your opportunities space, you've got the Queen of Cups, and in your advice, what's your advice? Your advice is exactly where you were on that split, but let's just see. You've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit in your challenge. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's like you've been in this self-reflective, I'm going to work on me, work on work kind of a space for a little minute now. And it's not necessarily produced a moment of enlightenment yet. Like nothing has come of this really. You know yourself better, so that's great. That happened. You kind of understand some of the actions or whatever that you've behaviors, all of that you've gone through in the past. So you understand yourself better. You have a pretty good handle on things for yourself, but you don't necessarily have all of the answers for the big picture. Like you can't totally see the big picture. You see yourself more clearly, but you don't see the big picture any more clearly than you did when you started, right? And so your opportunity here with the Queen of Cups and the Magician is that forgiveness of yourself and for others. It's taking what you have and moving forward with it however you feel like it. This has been pretty consistent in the messaging here. It's about being forgiving and compassionate. Now, some of y'all may not feel like being forgiving and compassionate. You might not want to do that, but it does feel like you're willing to put this on, even if it feels a little bit new to you, even if this level of forgiveness for you isn't your normal cup of tea. You're willing to be like, all right, okay, fine, let's see what this does, let's see what this goes. I'm also I'm interested with this opportunity because you've got the Magician here and the Queen of Cups. This is also feeling like two people coming together with this Magician and the Queen of Cups. This is something of a match here. I don't feel that it's an unequal match. I don't. I feel like these people are actually pretty well matched here in the energies. Um, and there's something about the opportunity for you to partner with someone who is well matched for you, provided that you're willing to forgive them or forgive something that's happened to you. And I'm going to take another card because it just feels like the lovers, right? Courting. It is what it is. I'm like, maybe I'm reading too much into that. Nope, it is what it is. This is a match here. And so it's like this is talking about both of you forgiving each other or forgiving people in your past or forgiving your past and being willing to be like, all right, I understand myself a lot better. I don't understand the whole big picture here. I don't know what the hell happened or what's happening, but this can work. This is gorgeous, Leo. Like, this is just some beautiful stuff. Again, whether you're forgiving a returning love or this is new, it's like the other thing with both courting and this star card in the hoodoo deck is that it is ancestral. And so it does feel like there are ancestral energies trying to put this together. It's trying to like, okay, y'all, come on now. Some stuff happened. He did this, she did that. Okay, all right, let it be done. And sure enough, your advice here is exactly that. Eight of Wands and the Three of Swords. There's a healing that comes in here where it's like, you know, people got hurt severely. You, someone else, other whatever this might have happened here, folks were severely wounded from this particular instance. And so if you've come out of this situation and you're like, why am I forgiving? Or like, I'm willing to forgive, but is it okay to forgive with this Eight of Wands? It's like, yeah, it is. For whatever reason, situations happen the way they happened, like I say, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made here. It was meant to get both of you or all the parties involved in this to do this work. That was the point. It was to get you to look at yourself. It wasn't necessarily to get you to understand some big, giant, overarching karmic picture lesson thing. It was like, oh, snap, I didn't know that I'm capable of this. I didn't know that this was my edge. I didn't know that I could go off or that I could do whatever when I'm triggered or when I'm upset or when I'm scared. And so it's like, now that you know that, you know what you're capable of, you know the kind of pain that you might be capable of inflicting on somebody, and that other person has learned the same lesson. Now that we're clear on what our boundaries are, we can go forward with a more authentic relationship because now we know where those lines are, where we didn't know them before. Okay, so let's just get another thing. Yeah. I mean, there's not much to say on it. It's a very clear read. I usually get the blank card when they're like, we say it, what we say it, right? And just got the point here, which talks about a new relationship where it could be a sexual discovery or something like that, but it's generally talking about new things that come into fore or kind of come together. That's what this is saying. You got the point. Ain't nothing else to say. There's nothing else to look into. It is what it is. I'm going to get another couple of oracle cards here. Make plans and focus. I like that one. Ooh, trust the unknown. Okay, yeah. So you had this take time to reflect energy, which we saw here with the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles, right? Where you were like really sitting. That was the whole point and purpose of this, is to get you to sit and look at yourself, right? So you know what that is. The other thing that it came through here is you have the Warrior card. So you also know what you're capable of getting through, whether that's an immense amount of confusion or pain or whatever have you. Now you know where your courage needs to be beefed up and where it actually lies. You might have discovered some aspects of yourself or some aspects of your courage that you didn't even know you had, right? So now that you know that, it's like, okay, well, now I know what my boundaries are. I know what my strengths are. I know what my weaknesses are, and I can move forward here. You also have trust in the unknown, which has been coming through a lot. Before I was reading this is almost like, well, trust in what you don't know, in terms of your future. But it's also been coming up for a lot of the reads lately, as in like, trust what you don't understand happened in the past, right? It's like, this is a very convoluted situation or whatever. I don't know what happened with me. I don't know what happened with my family member or this other person or these circumstances or my job. And it's sort of like, just trust that something that needed to happen did. And sure enough, you've got make plans and focus with the shield maiden. And this talks about getting in alignment with your emotions and moving forward with that. As we saw in that split with that Four of Swords, and you were sort of talking about like, man, I'm gonna just do what I want to do, kind of energy. They're like, yeah, get in alignment with that, make plans, move forward. And if that plan is, and if part of that plan is to be in this new courtship or in this relationship or in a returning relationship, then let it be. Get on with it. Get cracking, put stuff back together, do whatever you need to do to make that happen so that you can move forward, right? And so, excuse the noise. Good Lord. My name is Ava St. Clair. That has been your July 2024 reading. If you would like a personal read, the link will be in the description box down below. Other than that, I look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a good day. Bye.